Luton have their 10th signing of the season. 35-year-old goalkeeper from Norwich, Tim Krul. Welcome to the club. We're going to look exactly about Tim and his long history within the Premier League and the Championship and dive in where he first started. Before I do though, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let's get into the video. This is a real interesting one because we've already got Macy, Jack Walton, Shea in as goalkeepers already. Jack Walton has obviously gone out on loan. We've got Shea and Macy that are already here. We've then brought in Tom Kaminski and now Tim Krul. It's really good that we've got a lot of competition, but I think over the last few years with Luton's goalkeeper signing, it's been really weird because Jack Walton's come in on a reverse from Barnsley, and ultimately I thought Eisted was really unlucky not to keep his position because he was a fantastic looking keeper. He's gone straight back out on loan after a swap. Then you've got Matt Macy, who went out on loan after being purchased, and it's looking like he may not even feature again this year. And we saw him in pre-season, but hearing Tim Krul's interview, he seems to think that he's really excited for competition versus Kaminski and Shazy. So does that Matt Macy is again on his way out? Is he going to be sold? Is he going to be loaned? Let's find out who Tim Krul is, and then let's get into more details of that. So Tim Krul started his career back with a little local team to him called HVV Ras before he then started 1996 for ADO Den Haag. He then joined Premier League club Newcastle United in the summer of 2005 on a 3-year deal. Krul made his first debut back in 2006 against Palmero in a UEFA Cup. He actually kept a clean sheet in that as well, and his efforts were well received. However, he then got an injury in the warm-up to the second leg, and unfortunately made him stay out for 6 months. In June 2007, he signed a 4-year deal with Newcastle United, and in the same month, he was actually part of the Dutch under-21 side who won the European Champions and qualified for the 2008 Summer Olympics. After signing his contract, he then went on loan to Falkirk in Scotland, where he kept a clean sheet on his opening debut. He then suffered another injury to a dislocated shoulder in the Scottish Cup, which meant he was out again. After returning back from injury, he was then sent out on loan for initial 1 month and then turned into 2-month loan to Carlisle United, where he made 9 appearances. Throughout his time at Newcastle, he proved himself as a real strong contender as a keeper, and he picked up valuable Premier League appearances. He then was sent around on several different loans throughout his spell at Newcastle, to the likes of Ajax, where he never featured, AZ and Brighton Hove Albion. He ended his 12-year run at Newcastle by signing with Brighton Hove Albion. He featured in 5 cup games throughout the season, but then later left the club at the end of the season. In July 2018, he signed a 2-year contract with Norwich City, and then later extended it for another 3 years in 2019, where he was then named Player of the Season, who was only the 5th person as a goalkeeper to win that prestigious award. He then went on to play 169 games for Norwich, where he had 2 promotions, 2 relegations. He's recorded an impressive 222 Premier League experiences with 52 clean sheets. He's also played an impressive 15 times for his men's national team, and he's kept 6 clean sheets. He's also recorded PFA Team of the Year in 2020-2021 season in the Championship. He's also had Norwich Player of the Season as well. He's also had Premier League Player of the Month November 2013. He's been at a World Cup and played in the last penalty shootout in the quarter-final for Netherlands as well. He's also been the Championship winners 2007 for the under-21s for Netherlands. What that means for the club, certainly we've brought in a 35-year-old experienced player who has played many, many games in the Premier League. He's been in many promotions from the Championship and also been in many relegation battles with Norwich coming down from the Premier League as well. So he knows exactly what is expected from the top flight division, how to try and stay there and how to obviously come back up if we were ever in that position. I think competition is key in areas. With regards to the goalkeepers we have at the club already, I'm real confused about where the others will be going. From seeing what Kaminski looks like, Kaminski looks a real good player. He kept us in it a lot in Brighton. He made some crucial saves, and he will be our number 1. Obviously, Tim Krul will be continuing to knock at the door. I don't believe we'll see Shazy at all this year. If we do, It may be in a cup run, maybe, but I think Tim Krul will most likely feature in them. I'm really excited Tim Krul coming because it's experience. I know John Ruddy was potential in the pipeline. However, Tim Krul is one of them keepers that has got a lot of experience in the Premier League, and his age as well will be able to help the club and still provide that real competition. He really wants to get back into the Premier League. He really wants to be playing in there as well to end his career ultimately. And what a fantastic opportunity he does to have that. And I really am excited to see what he can help bring to Kaminsky, to himself, and of course to Shea as well. And the more that we can bring in, the more experience will be crucial in this type of flight. So welcome into the club. If you did like today's video, please do drop us a like, a sub, and let us know in the comments your thoughts on the signing and who else now you want to see.